it's like
Yeah. But Italy, let's say that it was a little bit, followed its own course a lot more than we did. Here you will see that there are mosques who were transformed into churches and mosques. Yeah. So here we are in front of the church. This is the church of St. Demetrius, built in 1949, but integrated all the elements of the old church of 7th century after Christ. It is the most important pilgrimage of us here in Thessaloniki and of many Christian Orthodox people. They come here, they line up over here on 26th of October, and they wait even 25th and 26th, and they wait for hours to go inside and pay the respects over the relics of the saint. Relics meaning his bones. Okay, his remains, exactly. So actually they are bones. We're not really sure if these are his bones, because we lost them around in 6th century, and then we had a phone call in the 70s, 50 years ago, from Italy, northern Italy, and they were like, look, we found a box, and on the box what is written is that it's St. Demetrius from Thessaloniki. So can you come over and get them? So it was a big ceremony, and we brought his bones here. So I'm not really sure his relics are inside there, to be honest, but the most important thing is the faith of people and believers. They do believe it's over there, even if they're not. It's a place where we can worship him, and this is really important. Now, what happened, and this church burnt down, it's a really interesting story. It's not going to take us long because we are under the sun, but go back to 1917, it's August, like a month ago it was, and a girl, she was really young, 17, 18 years old, she yearned some eggplants. She wanted to eat eggplants. Eggplants, we produce really good eggplants, and eggplants equals summertime for us Greeks. So we have them, we have eggplants all day long, okay, all day, all summertime. She went backyard, it was an open garden, open air garden, okay. She lit up the fire and she prepared the pan. Okay, she put virgin, extra virgin olive oil, eggplants, and she started frying. Some sparkles of fire though stormed onto a big pile of dry grain, and this is how it all started. And in 32 hours, 3/5 of the city of Thessaloniki got totally burnt down because there was a really strong wind blowing that day called Vardar. We have it every year. If it blows, you don't go out because you will be transferred like Mary Poppins, the umbrella being like this. Honestly, it's like really strong. Plus, all water was reserved for the troops. It was 1917, First World War, and it was the first time we didn't want to participate in the war. But we had English people, French people who wanted to convince us to participate. 30,000 soldiers here in Thessaloniki. All water was reserved for them, no water to put the fire down. It got put down on its own after 32 hours, and look how the city of Thessaloniki looked like in 1916. It totally looks like a Muslim city, right? Although we are already in 1916. In 1912, we got already liberated by the Ottomans, okay. But in 1916, it's still a city with mosques and minarets. You see all these minarets. And look what happened after the fire. The fire swept off big parts of the city, almost the whole historical city center, because it went all around the area and it burned down the most part of the Jewish district as well. The government saw all these things like an opportunity, and in 1917 they created the new plan of Thessaloniki. That's why we call 1917 the birthday of modern Thessaloniki, because they built the new city. The Aristotle Square we saw before, it is a fruit of it. It was planned after the fire of 1917. That's why it looks like an Italian piazza, an Italian square, and not like a Muslim city like other different places of Thessaloniki. And look how St. Demetrius looked like just after the fire.
This one?
Totally destroyed. This one, exactly. Because the roof fell down because of the fire and it destroyed everything. Just like Notre Dame in Paris, like some years ago. Yeah, and got totally destroyed. Some pillars here and some columns survived and they're integrated inside, and we're going to see them inside. Let's go because the sun